enjoy the gym. What's that about? And the kids like the creche. They say, can we go to the creche? Can we go to the creche? I want to colour in. I like colouring in. Okay, I guess I better go and do something at the gym then. Keep the kids happy. And in July 2011, they made me member of the month. And at that point, I'd lost 28 kilos. And at the moment now, every week I do a step class, a combat class, and a pump class. And I run on the treadmill, not just around the block. And my life is awesome now. It's different and it's the best it's ever been. I always said to myself, if only I could lose weight, I'd be happy. Well, I'm happy. And I'm confident. And I used to hate to be seen by anyone. I used to hate to be looked at. I was like, hi. Don't take a photo of me. Don't get me in it, just get the kids. But now, I love it. Take a photo of me and the kids, take a photo of me. No, take a photo. And even the mirror. I love the mirror now.
Told you she was bringing sexy back in.
I used to avoid the mirror at all costs. So I'm really thankful to Weight Watchers. They've given me the tools I need to give me back myself. And I now work for Weight Watchers. I'm a meeting team member out of Rouse Hill with Melanie. And it's just the best journey I've ever embarked on. And it's not finished. I still have 0.8 to go.
Now that she's counting the 0.8 to go.
I am. I'm not 62 yet. I'm 62.8. And this is how much weight I've lost. 43.4 kilos. So that's 32 boxes of Nibblies, 1 box of the chocolate crisp bars, 1 box of the
Rich Toffees,
and a box of fruities. So that's my weight. And Melanie this morning was setting up, and we put all of that on a trolley and we pushed it down the hall. And Melanie said to me, this used to be you walking down the hall. And it was a bit surreal, it was a bit strange. I was pushing my weight away from me. And this is a bridesmaid's dress I wore to my sister's wedding, and this is me in the bridesmaid's dress. And I'm a bit disappointed now because it doesn't fit, and it's such a beautiful dress. But anyway, not to worry. And the tools I've used on my journey, which you've all got access to, are the e-tools. And it's just one of the best things I've got. There's in my pocket at any moment. I'm at a cafe having lunch with my mum or my sister. Oh, what will I have? Secretly, I'm thinking, what actually looks healthy but could be chips? But then I think, no. Calculate the pro points of that and figure it out. And the e-tools does that. You can sit anywhere and jump on e-tools and, you know, what's this, what's that? And I couldn't have done it without e-tools or the tracking. I track very diligently. And it just helps. You think to yourself, what do I really want? I want an Easter egg. You write it down that you had Easter egg and it cost you 8 points. You don't want to write that down. You don't want to be accountable for that. So tracking helps so much. And of course the food and the products. So I've discovered these. Has anyone tried these? Oh, the salt and vinegar nibblies. They're really good. So yeah, that's my story. Are there any questions?
Go for it. Ask her any questions you want. I want to ask you one question about the Healthy Life Awards for meeting team members. Will you apply?
Yes. I'm going to apply for the Healthy Lifestyle Awards as a meeting team member. And, you know, who knows?
Cool.
I might win.
She might do. She might just take it out, might she? Especially with all those photos. Go for it. What questions would you like to ask?
Did you hit a major plateau at any stage and think, how am I going to get through this?
I hit, you know, a few times where it was difficult. Like I do go to the Lifestyle Centre at Castle Hill, and there were times where I couldn't get there or what have you, and I started going to community meeting at Rouse Hill, and it was just getting a little bit too hard to get up. I was in Penrith. It was on a Saturday morning getting to Rouse Hill was difficult. Although getting to Castle Hill on a Monday with the 2 kids was difficult too. But I haven't hit a weight loss plateau as such, which is less than 200 grams in a month, I think. But I've hit plateaus within myself where I just think, you know, I hit 80 kilos, do I stop? You know, where do I go from here? And that's where Weight Watchers has been so good in supporting and guiding. And Melanie saying, why would you stop? It's working. So, you know, that kind of thing, just sort of thinking, where do I go from here? But Weight Watchers has been great at guiding me.
Any others? Go on, go for it. You've got a wealth of information. 43.4 kilos. Come on, I'm sure you've got a question. You've not got.
Leanne asked my question.
Did she? She asked you a question. Did you ever eat naughty things?
Yes. I
Oh,
I
you
don't
miss
look at them.
perfect.
I don't. No, they're not naughty things. They're just food. And you go to a party or something and there's cake, or like my sister-in-law makes chocolate cheesecake. I love it. Once upon a time, I would eat, as much as there was there, and now I just have a little bit. And sometimes it gets to the point where you just want a little bit more. But you remember, I'm going to track it, and Melanie's going to see my track roll on Monday, and I don't want her to see chocolate cheesecake, 30 points. So I have a little bit, and now it's chocolate cheesecake. So yes, and I have, there's been a few Easter eggs here and there that I've snuck in, but one little setback, one little Easter egg, or one little, chocolate cheesecake. Sometimes you indulge a little, sometimes you indulge a lot. And you have a gain on the scales. You overindulge a little bit too much, and you see a gain. Well, it's not enough to completely throw away your journey. So it's too hard. I have one piece of cheesecake on my plate. Deal with it. Count it. Move on. It's not. Don't let it ruin your journey. It's not.
Because that one piece of cheesecake is not going to put 43.4 kilos back on, is it?
That's it, exactly. And enjoy it. Have your cake. That's the whole idea of Weight Watchers. The cupcake comes in peace. Have a cupcake. Just don't have 12.
Any other questions? Veronica?
When you lose the weight, can you start looking really good post with that? How do you keep motivated? How do you keep yourself
The goal.
on track? Because you're already looking good, right? Things look fantastic. The clothes all look great. People are noticing. How do you keep going?
The goals. So, my goals are at the moment, I'm nearly at my goal weight. But I set it a little bit lower. I set my goal as 60. I don't want to focus on the 62. So I've set my goal as 60. And other things, like I want to improve my life in other ways now, like doing the uni course. And I don't want to have gone through this journey to throw it all away for something that I'm so desperate to get. So while I've got this now and I'm at my weight that I'm happy with, I want to now focus and improve other parts of my life. So just setting those goals and keeping myself active and busy, focusing on other things. So I'm not sitting at home going, the kids have got cookies in their pocket. So you're just like focusing on other things and staying motivated to keep your life good and keep yourself happy.
I'm going to throw a question in there that I didn't ask you at lunchtime. How do you think you got to the weight that you got to? What were the things the driving forces that got you there? What was the catalyst that got you to that weight?
How did I put on all that weight?
Yeah, basically.
Just by being unhealthy. By eating bad food, making bad choices, being unhappy, going to bed at night thinking, oh, I feel so disgusting, I'm so fat, I'm so gross. And then not doing anything about it the next day, just continuing to be unhappy. And helping myself, just saying, look, I don't want to look in the mirror. Don't get me in a photo while I have some smoothies and some M&Ms and a quarter pounder at McDonald's and we would order pizza. This is very shameful to say. I'll just say it. My husband and I would order pizza for dinner and we ordered 2 pizzas and he'd have 1 and a half. And then we'd be in a photo. That is what got me to 106.2 kilos. And, I still have pizza. I just have 1 piece. And I don't have pan fried, I have crispy.
Yeah.
Those types of things. So it was just, and not knowing that, you don't know.
When you're at 106, you want to see
Exactly.
I know.
And you have
When you buy it.
That's it. And the other thing,
I have none.
you have no self-worth either. You think, I don't feel worthy to do anything about it or to look any better. So it's there, I want it, I'll eat it.
Well, I have to avoid it altogether because if it's there, I'll leave it. And I just want to know how you look at that cheesecake and say, no, I'll just have that as slice. Because I'd rather just not even look at it. I'm like, because if I look at it,
And even, I know exactly what you're saying. There's a packet of Tim Tams there, and you have one. How do you stop? How do you keep going until it's all finished? I've done a few things that I can I'm a bit wasteful, and there are things that I have done. If I think I'm getting out of control of something, like I love chicken crispy biscuits, you know, the Arnott's chicken crispy biscuits. I don't know why, I just love them. And if I find myself eating them, I actually have to put them in the bin so I don't continue to eat them. But Weight Watchers teaches you that you can still have them. And you know, if you have just a few and you count them, but chicken crispy biscuits, I count them. Count them out, there's 6 to a serve, and it's 3 points. That's not many biscuits for 3 points. So I put it in a snack box bag, and I have my 6 biscuits, and I count my 3 points. So that I'm not wasting the whole box of chicken crispy biscuits, and I love them. I'm just rationing them out.
Can I go somewhere for dinner? She says, would you like chips or veggies today? I cannot stop with chips.
You have to practice that. You know when you say, no thank you, it's much easier to say than saying, yes please, because you now have to actually use more effort to say, yes please, than, no thank you. It's so much easier. But I suppose for you, the more success that you had would have steered you to keep motivated and keep that willpower going, because you keep seeing the success and you've set the goal.
That's it. And one lady asked this morning, when I was at my biggest, so this photo over here is me and my that was my little boy's first birthday. And then that was the Northern Cup last year, and then this one after. And one lady asked me this morning, when I was at my biggest, did I go to bed thinking of food? And I said, no, I went to bed thinking of how horrible I am, and then turned to food. Now I go to bed thinking, what did I do today that was good? I ate salad, I ate salad, I went to the gym, I did this, I did that. Then I wake up in the morning, what can I do today that's going to, make Melanie happy when I get on the stage?
Oh gosh, I've got a lot to answer for, haven't I? Amanda, were you going to ask a question? Angela. You can call me Margaret. Were you going to ask a question?
I just wanted to ask, how do you stay focused when you come up against stress in your life? When you go to the bar, can't do it, don't want to do it?
Yeah.
How did you stay focused when you had those hurdles?
Well, actually just recently I had, my little boy was sick. He had high temperatures, we didn't know why, and he was up all night, and it was really hard, and you're exhausted, and you run down, and you're to the doctors, and you're here, and you're doing this, and you're the chemist, and it's hard, and you just think, I'll just drive home and get a bite for lunch, because I can't probably go home and tomorrow I'll be But, again, I just think, I don't want to write it down. I don't want to write down that I have control. And I'm dealing with enough stress at the moment because my little boy's sick. I don't want to then have to face Weight Watchers and there be a gain on the scales, because the scales don't care what you weigh. What did I say? They're not friend, they're not foe, they're just fact. And they don't care what stresses I've had. So, and I want them to be good. I want the scales to be nice. So when you come up against things like that, it's my top priority is me and my weight loss. So my stresses and my difficult times, my top priority is me. So I'll always be thinking, how can I keep myself healthy so that then getting up in the middle of the night for my boy isn't going to be then detrimental to him the next day. And it's by keeping myself healthy.
Fantastic. Let's give her a round of applause. So before we conclude the meeting, thank you so much for coming in and talking. Who thinks that was great? Yes. To see how much she's lost, to see these photographs, she has a lot of effort to put this all together. Who's feeling pumped? Who's motivated? Who's going to go out with me this week? You are, Mum and Dad. Very, very, very motivated. How proud are you of your daughter?
Very proud.
Look at that chicken. Very proud? Yeah, it must be very, very, for you to sit here.
Yep.
Very, very emotional for you to sit here and see what she's achieved. I'm not going to throw questions. I'm not going to throw questions. You're going to make me cry. Don't talk about it. But you know what? Anyone can do it. Genuinely does not have superpower hero powers. She hasn't got a cape that she comes in with to Weight Watchers mind and goes, I'm a superwoman or anything like that.
I wish I did.
She's a normal person. And Jenny can do it, anyone in this room can do it. I know that you're already doing it,